Hello, it's me again. This is just what you call an update to an update that I posted yesterday on YouTube about this new wig. And on yesterday's video I mentioned a brown wig that I ordered just a little over a month ago and how it hasn't shown up. Guess what happened today? It showed up. Post they delivered it just before lunchtime. I whipped out of its packaging and it wasn't what I expected, I suppose. Oh yes, it's a wig, it's a brown wig, but actually it's a lot lighter than what I imagined it to be, because I usually, if I buy a brown wig, I like to have it like dark brown or medium brown, but this is actually quite light to my liking. So I'm not that sure about it, but I've said that about all my wigs when I first take them out of their packaging and go, doesn't suit me, but give it a couple of weeks and it might grow on me. So, here it is. So, this is it, and I'm not that sure about it. I don't know if it's the style of it, or maybe it's just me being picky, or like I say, I'm just not used to it, but it's a bit light for my liking. I'm not that sure about it, to be honest. Maybe with a bit of styling. I mean, before the video, I've already taken the shears to it. I've already sort of trimmed to give it a more choppy look in places, but I think it's a work in progress. I'm going to have to take the scissors to it again, I think, and see what else I can do to it, because I'm not happy with the way it looks at the moment. It doesn't float my boat, to be honest. You know, I waited 4 weeks for this day and I'm not happy with it. No, I think we're going to have to take the scissors to it again, I think, because it just doesn't look right on me at all. So that's that then. I mean, it is quite short wig, but like I say, maybe with a bit more styling and maybe taking the hot irons to it again. I'll see what I can do with it, but right now it's not something I would wear in public. So that's this wig. So, while I'm at it doing this update, I thought I'd tell you a few other things regarding my wigs. I said a couple of weeks ago before I went on holiday that I was going to bring a couple of short wigs with me, because of limited facilities, basically camping. I thought I'd bring a couple of short wigs since it'd be low maintenance, and you know what? Everything went well. It was absolutely fantastic. I had a great time with my boyfriend, and my wigs did a superb job. But I must give credit to my spiky wig, which I wore most of the time, because it was absolutely covered in dust and it was absolutely filthy by the time we got home. And when I gave it a wash in the sink upstairs, you could just see the water. It was absolutely brown. It was like this dingy, horrible brown. It was just, my wigs were just covered in dust from our holiday, and it washed up so well, but before I washed it, it was so horrible to touch. It was just so gross. It was just, but it was not that good wash. Didn't sort out, and I'm glad to have my wigs back to the way they normally are. So they did me well during the holidays, and I'm glad that I didn't bring any long wigs, because they would be complete and utter ball ache to maintain with such limited facilities in a tent. So that's that. Also, talking of long wigs, I said when I was demonstrating in one of my other videos all my wigs, my first wig, which was like down to shoulder length wig, it was my first wig, and I still have it and I still wear it, but the ends of it is starting to look a bit ratty and it needs a lot of maintenance before it looks presentable these days, I suppose. You know, I even take the straight irons to it again, just to sort of make it look more more like real hair. I suppose it's starting to look wiggy. But I found a way to cure this is that my long wigs just now, I have them braided. And it looks so much better than just having long hair down, especially with my longest wig. It just looks a mess when it's just sort of lying straight down my back. It looks horrible. But with my long hair, with my long wigs braided, they look absolutely fantastic. I will show you now. This is my longest wig I'm going to show you, and I braided it like so. It's a bit of a mess. It does need done again, but I really love this, and it looks really nice when I do wear it. And it just takes away that sort of ratty look about it if you just had your hair just lying flat down your back. A braid sort of keeps it all sort of tidier, I suppose. And it makes a nice change because, you know, I haven't braided my hair in years, not since I was a kid. So it's really nice just to have a simple change of hairstyle again, I suppose, with the wigs. And this is something that you can't obviously do with short wigs. It's something I'll do with my long wigs. And that looks really nice. I really like that, so I've done it with this wig and my very first wig that I got several months ago. Also, I don't think I'll be buying long wigs again in the near future. I think I'll be sticking with short ones like this. Probably shoulder length at most, because long wigs, as I find it the hard way, they do take a bit of maintenance to look after. You know, brushing and combing and that, you know, and after a day being out wearing your long wigs, especially if it's been blowing a gale outside, it does take a bit of maintenance to look after them, to brush them, to wash them, to dry them. And you know, you don't need all that hassle. You don't get all that hassle even when you're wearing your short wigs, you know, and they don't go really rough or go all ratty, these short wigs, because they're not constantly rubbing off your clothes or that off your back or your shoulders. These will keep their softness for a very long time to come. And they're low maintenance. You just run your fingers through it even, and you're set for the day ahead. So I think in the near future, if I am going to buy more wigs, they're just going to be short ones, I think, so they're a lot easier to manage. Plus, with long wigs, they tend to make you kind of hot in summer as well. They tend to keep your back warm as well, so you don't get that with short wigs. So I think I'll be sticking with short wigs in the near future. Right, I think that's all I have to say for my update of my update. And please leave any questions or comments or anything below or to the side or wherever it is these days on YouTube. Bye bye.